wanna go home, feeling lost and out of place. Empty eyes look upon my face. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. I just want to find someone. Wish that I could belong. I've been searching for so long.
Bruh.
This place I'm in makes me feel numb. I just want to find someone. Take me home, 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 take me
Bruh.
Hey, thanks, BA, man. Thank you, dude. 5 super chat. Or around there. 670, thanks, dude.
Bruh.
Hey, what's up, traders? It's episode 1150. It's pretty much the regular stream time anyway, and we were getting a little price action. We hit the highest side of the rally just within the past hour, past 60 minutes, where we touched $13,000 on the dot, man, and pulled back $200+ after touching $13,000 in 0 pennies, right, on the dot. So now climbing back up after that pretty nice pullback. A lot of buy orders, lots of demand, and or lack of supply at this $13,000 area, man. Pretty crazy. Oh, perfect timing. So we're knocking on it again. The target was like 13,160 at this point, right? I mean, the next resistance going back to July of 2019, right there. And then above that, pretty much 13,869, which is the target on the long term or the significant time scales like the monthly and the quarterly. Let's see, can y'all hear the music? Sound check, probably good. Nothing's changed. Computer's on. It's been on from the last stream to this one. So let me refresh one thing. Third cup of coffee today. Let's go, dude. Putting in overdrive. We good? Okay. So here it is, chat. Here it is. 13,000 is $5 away, or less than $5 this current second. So we just got our little curve line tool here, and it's testament to the acceleration of accumulation with a couple news-driven catalysts that were the culprits. Not just that, but the fact that Bitcoin was in a long-term uptrend before, even September 8th when we dumped a lot. So the uptrend's now starting to go. Momentum-driven asset class, this is what they do. Right, they run, and then more people buy, and then even more people than before at a faster rate buy, and then it just starts going nuts. So thank you, Square and PayPal, right? This is the same thing, it's reiteration of earlier in the stream, talking about it. Well, we made a new high, so let's do it again. Remember, Square acquired $50 million worth of Bitcoin, and in 13 days, in 12 hours, Bitcoin is up 23.27%. That is incredible, man. Just one company and $50 million, man. And then PayPal's like, oh God, we got to get in on this too. We can't let Square, our competitor, have it. Let's steal the thunder, which they did. Okay, sweet. I mean, you know what PayPal does? Like this, pretty sure it makes it to where Venmo, right, which is owned by PayPal, there are 300 million Venmo users.
It's China to me, China.
They're now
China.
all able.
What about the gap in the 9K area?
What's up, Fish? Thanks for the threes. Yeah, that's. Well, it almost filled. It was very close, and then it bounced off a support, I believe, after gapping up that weekend. So Bitcoin futures, just to look back at the gap, kind of. Well, what about the gap that technically didn't fill at 11,195? What was it, the 9K gap? Yeah, down here, never filled. But again, look, a huge markup, a huge sell-off, and then you came to back test the 98.25 area. What was once resistance became support. Only once, very abruptly, it tested it and it was gone, right? That's what happened. That's a peak from May of 2018. On the dot, went and touched it and was gone. And then ascending triangle developed, and then you broke out the ascending triangle, and you created a bull pole bull flag after the breakout of the ascending triangle that hit its own measured move today, 12,685, and now you're just up. You're just gone, man. I don't even know what's... Look, there's just some sort of gap here. Well, okay, never mind. There's the... yeah, because the futures reopened just 12 minutes ago because they closed briefly. And we can look at futures right now. And we can also look at Tesla. They reported top to bottom beat. But this whipsaw, it's up about 2% after hours, which is not that crazy, you know, but look at the price action, you know, during it. So Bitcoin, bottom right of your screen, yeah, it did gap up, right? Because Bitcoin was moving when the markets were briefly closed for futures, not spot. So you think that would probably fill 12,900 at some point, but looking good so far. Bitcoin is spot price 12,982, and then you've got futures at 13,030. And 1 hour 46 minutes, so anything can happen. But if this closed right now, it'd be a bullish engulfing candle on spot. So it's climbing, man. Up almost 9%, $1,065 at this current time. Appreciation and value. We had not seen an impulse candle like that in a while. Not on the positive side, and it feels good, man.
Bruh.
So we just broke 13K. We hit 13,017. So just recently, just moments ago, we hit our highest high of the entire rally, the highest high since July of 2019. This is beautiful, man. Friggin' beautiful. There's just not much resistance left above you anywhere. I mean, you've got a couple peaks, but as we know on the weekly, looking at the weekly, we've been talking about almost every single day on Bitcoin, 11,463. You know, you fell below it to back test other supports. It would have been a blessing to see a 50% retrace, but of course there was too much demand, and then we broke back above the right angle descending broadening formation. Spent a couple weeks back testing it, then we engulfed bullishly. We were right back at the critical ice line, what I call the Three Gorges Dam. I mean, one of the most significant resistances on Bitcoin, because if you broke it, what could happen? If you broke it and got an immediate and immediate significant follow through price action, this is what you're getting. Okay? A 30% retrace from your low, COVID low, to the highest high in August. 30%. Too much support below you. Far too much support built below you, and not much resistance above you. So, what's up, Jurgen, man? Thank you, Jurgen, man. Cheers.
Jurgen tipped $38.20. Feels so good.
Oh, it certainly does, friend. It really, really does. So, you know, again, all you got left are 2 wicks. One wick from July 8th, 2019, we've been talking about, which is like 13,189 or whatever. And then the next one's 13,800. And we know exactly what that is. We know exactly what that is. That is where traders settled up at their highest point back in December or whatever of 2017. You have to go to the monthly to see it. And right here, dude, December of 2017, the highest point where traders have ever settled up on the monthly in the history of Bitcoin. We're on our way to that right now. On the monthly, where we spent 2.5 years in a symmetrical triangle, you broke out in July. You spent August and September back testing both breakouts. Not only the down sloping resistance breakout, it was once resistance became support and held, but also the horizontal line support resistance. It was that at the time, it was the second highest level where traders ever settled up. And that record got beaten in July when Bitcoin broke that high, and then back tested that twice along with the downsloping, and now is engulfing, and that's what you call a break, hook, and go confirmation, the strongest form of confirmation. And did a little education on it earlier, and it's like, what is the break, hook, and go for newer people? I mean, there may be a couple new people in here or not, but all right, a break is when you break out of any resistance or support, right? You could flip this over and do the same thing, right? Bearish. You break a resistance, you then back test the resistance as support, and then you eventually bullishly engulf. And so the break, the hook is the back test, and the go is the bullish engulfing candle. You get what I'm saying? So again, pretty clear on the monthly where the major resistance would be, and it's 13,828 or so, which again is the high from June 26, 2019. Oh, it makes perfect sense why that X marks the spot, right? Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. This is a beautiful 10 days until this candle closes. And if you just reiterate, because how significant it is, been talking about this before these moves, it's like on the quarterly candle that closed 21 days ago, the 3-month candle, that was the second highest level where traders ever settled up in the history of Bitcoin. Second highest quarter where Bitcoin traders ever settled up. And at that time, that confirmed the breakout of this triangle on the 3-month chart. Right here, the breakout was confirmed just 21 days ago. And now look what's happening afterwards. It's very clear on the 3-month too where the resistance is. And dude, telling you the 3-month, the monthly and the weekly oscillators look as good as you could ever ask for. All right, all the conditions are right for a much higher price. Just and say, what do you mean? Well, no data on 3-month here for the MACD, but the RSI is in extremely bullish territory. It's at 67. That's perfect. Okay, 70 is overbought. Again, you're above 60. You held above it, and that's the 3-month. And then we go to the monthly. Just so you're aware, we're above 60 on the monthly, sitting at 63, 64. Extremely bullish, because that means there's so much room to run to the upside before it becomes overbought. But just look what happened on the monthly back during the multi-year bull cycle, how high and overbought it got. It got to 95 like twice before the Great FOMO 2017 crash. So just think about it, man. The positive Momo's at its highest level since April of 2018 on the monthly. It's like Bitcoin could be back. Could it be back? If it can sustain above 11,463 for an extended amount of time. That's it. That's what it's always been. Even here, for months, it broke it, back tested it for 3 weeks, and then broke back below it. But just because it fell back below it doesn't mean it was over. All it did, it's like, what was the next significant event that occurred after it failed to break out? It pivoted after a 30% retrace from the low. It back tested areas that were once resistance. They became support for the first time pretty much in history. And then broke another resistance, back tested it, engulfed, and the follow the price action afterwards, man. So, this should covering this every single day. The weekly RSI is sitting at now 69. So it's not even overbought yet. And we're seeing multi-year bull cycles. Look at how the oscillation works with the RSI on the weekly here, where we go to overbought, to get out overbought, to get overbought, to get overbought, to get overbought, to get overbought again, like over and over and over again. We hadn't even done it once yet. Haven't been overbought on Bitcoin on the weekly since July of 2019, and we're pretty much at that level, and we're not, dude, that's crazy. Conditions are ripe for much higher prices. Look, I'm just telling you what the way it looks. Anything could happen, right? I mean, if there are not going to be buyers that push this price up, so be it. I'm just telling you, it's not like in the 40s, or it's not extremely overbought. It's at the perfect spot on multiple timescales, the most significant timescales.
This looks good.
What's up, Bjorn, dude? Thank you, dude, for the, what was it? $6.70 super chat. Much love, dude. Well, it looks good, man. It looks good. Over 3,000 right now, currently. And, of course, no real major resistance on the weekly besides the wicks, right? Of course, these could act as reversal points. You could spend time oscillating between 11,463 and 13,850. Yes, you could, because we know the monthly high there too. Oscillate in between there for however long before that eventually breaks, because that's not a very strong resistance. It's just like one high, right? It's just, okay, or two highs kind of. I mean, above that, dude, forget about it. There's like nothing really. I mean, you could try to argue 16,200, then 19,431 after that. So, beautiful.
Is that a joint?
Never heard you so excited, Mitch. Do we have the bull run 2020?
Just speaking about the technicals, man. Just speaking about the things that are actually happening.
Is that a joint?
That if it ever did happen, we broke a certain area, it would be the same consequence.
Right times and yourself. 2 accounts in life. Brokerage and knowledge. Mitch has done 4 streams over 24 hours. Much appreciated, brother man. Much love to the community.
Thank you, Data Rider. Yeah, that is 4 streams in 24 hours. Dang, dude. Whatever, man. Price action. I mean, those are like, you know, we're here every day, right, at the regular time, and most of the time, the high majority of the streams, there's barely any price action on Bitcoin. A lot of times there's not opportunity, right? There's only a certain amount of time when an opportunity presents itself, and we're, you know, that's okay because we cover different markets. We look for assets across any market to find an edge, right, to take a trade. And look at this, 13,036. Remember, it is 13,190 and then 13,800 and change. Those are the 2 next real resistances.
Thanks, Mitch. Gangs. Preach, bro.
Thank you, T.S. Eliot, man. All right. Hey, we made it, dude. 1K Andy Club. Let's go. So yeah, I mean, it's great. And then guess what? Altcoins are catching bids too. The only thing that's kind of, you know, the 4 hours nuclear, you know, the daily RSI is at 80. That's the highest level we've seen since August. Okay, so that's kind of normal, but it's different on weekly.
Donald Pump this.
What's up, Donald Pump, man? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Someone was talking about you earlier, or they said something, and then I was like, hey, I remember Donald Pump. He's been here before. So, yeah, like Ethereum, man, it's not really, it's okay, 396, but it was up almost, it hit like $400 earlier, right? But that's okay. These alts are showing some real life again, right? If you were able to identify the spring back test, engulfing candle, man. All right, this could just be the beginning for Ethereum. We're thinking eventually, if the macro stays strong, the trend that Ethereum is in stays long, right? Eventually, the target could take you to 464, and it could usher in, I mean, the continuation of the long-term uptrend that Ethereum's been in since the COVID crash. All right, so there's accumulation here, right? It could be just one form of reaccumulation, right? The schematic. I mean, clearly the higher lows, and then you could even say this is starting to leg up. Okay, look at Ethereum, pretty much at this point. That look, you know, acceleration of accumulation. Same thing Bitcoin did, right? It started here, the low, the slightly higher low, about the same low, but just barely higher, and then a higher low. Okay, so you would just go like this or like that. So it legged up. The angle of ascent changed. It got steeper, and it's gotten steeper again, and now it's broken that sell wall. So it's legged up 3 times now, technically. And that's when you could maybe start using that curved line tool. But that's momentum-driven asset class. So Bitcoin's going, right? Market participants, you know, they're gonna, I mean, obviously this asset's catching bids from market participants, all right? At where? This is what is so amazing. This is what I love so much about Ethereum, where it fell below 366 briefly, touched that 200 moving average and rallied, then it back tested 366, which we know very well exactly what that is, okay? It is the highest point to the cent of where Ethereum was in June 26, 2019, when Bitcoin hit almost $14,000, right? That's what it back tested and regarded as support, while showing some nice bullish convergence. And again, you were 80% of the way through the development of the structure of the ascending triangle. So, you know, based on Volkowski research, at least on stocks, you know, that's perfect prime area for a breakout between the 50 and 75% mark of a structure's development. Okay, so eventually, man, higher prices, but You got to hand it to Bitcoin. It's kind of stealing the show. What else is doing extremely well today? Very happy about this one. Litecoin, right? This is all, I mean, I did a stream earlier. You know, we're not much changed, but we are at higher levels on at least Bitcoin. Where this was a trade setup back from late September. 88% retrace, bullish divergence on the daily, bullish divergence on the 4-hour, at a major congestion area, a critical ice line around 41.72. It held, and it's just been slow going since then. They had to create this mega structure of consolidation, and you can clearly see the momentum shifted from a low to the lowest low to a higher low to a consecutive higher low through rising valleys. Neckline right up here, $51 and change. It's broke out, massive breakout, and looking decent right now. It might back test 51.40 at some point to just confirm its validity, that it is now support, not resistance still. But eventually $60. Where it is, it's $60, man. $60 or nothing. Like, that's kind of like, you don't settle. This is just a straight line, straight down, up, straight line down area. Historically, look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, right? And then once it broke it again, later in history, straight up, straight down, almost hit to the bottom on the crazy sell-off, then rallied, and then eventually straight down, back into the same congestion area. All right, showing the signals of accumulation. Now it's gonna possibly, based on history, the probability is higher, not insured, it's not guaranteed, nothing is. The probability is higher that it would then eventually see $60. That's it. 13,058 near the highest high. There it is. 13,066 on Bitcoin. Holy crap, chat. Let's go back to it. Take a gander at all its glory. $13,077. 78. 80. Oh my God. Just approaching that June 2019 high, 13,086. That's right, Impaw. It's not a joke. Let's see what happens if we can achieve it, right? We're quite close. $13,125 on futures. Just hit $13,145 at its highest point. Well, that's what happens when you break the 10,000 echelon. Yeah, it stops becoming about the price, starts becoming more so all about the percentage change, right? So yeah, you're gonna start at these higher levels. $300 to $500 moves are they're gonna be happening, but you just got to remember that it's about the percentage, not the price now.
Hype in the chat!
This is good, man. This is good stuff, right? Thanks for the 1,240 people tuned in. If you're enjoying this Bitcoin price action, this spectacular historical breakout on Bitcoin where, you know, back in August and July, we got a fake out, but this seems like it could be it because we had the sell-off 30% retrace. There was so much overwhelming demand in the uptrend that a 30% sale was good enough for the composite, man. And so accumulation went on, and then Square, now PayPal, and now we've got, again, acceleration of accumulation. It just keeps going, man. 13,116 right there. And 13,160, if you don't know, you look left, it's right here. Let me just get rid of this cipher so you can see it a little clearer. Right there, man. On your screen, right? Price actions on the very right of the chart. The resistance from July 2019 or August 2019. No, it is July of 2019, excuse me. There was the August one we broke. August 6th is the one we were just talking about all day yesterday. And once you broke it, man, look, you just lo and behold, it runs to the next resistance. How insane, huh? Yes. Let's go, dude. All right, so just spent some time briefly above 13,100, pulling back just a little bit. Bitcoin futures just hit 13,160 at its highest point, currently 13,130. The S&P futures, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, all flat. Tesla up about 2% after hours. Oh my God. Let's go, Elon. We're proud of you, man.
Is that a joint?
The top to bottom beat. We are at moon. I mean, moon is subjective. Like, how is this not moon enough for you? What if this isn't moon? What is moon? And then you got to start asking, whatever your moon is, what's Mars and what's outside of the solar system? You know, what's Andromeda Galaxy? Yeah, dude, gold. Gold, really good start to that trade, right? The potential 3 rising valleys. I still have it up on my other screen. All right, just real quick. It's doing nothing that Bitcoin's doing. Nothing, but still looking like a snack. Potential snack, man, for higher prices. Gold. This is Bitcoin. 13,100 plus again. Let me go and look left. Let's see here. I gotta be perfect. I want to be pinpoint accurate on the highest point. So it's a little bit higher than 13,160. But like that was the high, and then you had a wick that correlated, 2 wicks that correlated to this high from July 10th, right? And that's where it started. So I think that would still be it. And then you got like 13,198, you know, right above that. Maybe a little zone of resistance. Okay. So that was just so you can see what the trend line is. Because it looks like we're about to touch it. And it's beautiful, man. Bryce, you went keto, man? You lost 15 pounds so far? Boom, dude. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Remember, when you're doing keto and you see some old, nice, amazing junk food that you used to eat, don't ever have the mentality, I can't have that. You have the mentality of, I choose not to eat that because it doesn't make me feel good and doesn't make me look good. It's not good for me, right? It's like a lifestyle change if you go keto. Anyway, 13,115, looking good. Link is up 12% now, $11.07. Across the board, man. Neo's up 10.84%. Litecoin is now up 15.25%. Bitcoin Cash up 8.8%. Where Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin all benefited immensely from the news because PayPal will be carrying not just Bitcoin but those three alts. You will be able to buy those digital currencies on their platform, which is insane. I mean, that's like, oh my God, mass adoption. That's like literally it, kind of. Like, it's, wow, we're watching today a news catalyst that is mass adoption could be occurring now. Like, every 300 million plus people are now gonna, that maybe if they didn't have a crypto account or something, they'd be able to access crypto now. And now it's like the price is 13,100 and change, right? So all these massive amount of people, once this gets implemented, people are going to start looking at the price. They're going to be like, oh my God, this thing's up like 30% in 2 weeks. What, man? I got to get my hands on this. And then they start buying it. It's ridiculous. I mean, this news catalyst. It's kind of insane. Composite Man did a great job. Composite Man, big round of applause.
Please clap.
Accumulating his position this after the COVID crash over and over and over again, reaccumulation after reaccumulation, and here we are now going parabolic to some extent. Composite operator, amazing dude. Yeah, dude, Litecoin, incredible. Oh my God, dude. Jalen, that is amazing. Alright? Amazing. That is incredible, dude. Wow. Maybe we get other people from the community in on that. Just kind of like Wayne Batson's meme of the month. Alright, Jalen's working on an incredible thumbnail for a spaceship stream. But it's, because that's going to be coming. Spaceship. I mean, we got Mandalorian coming out in, like, what? Less than 10 days now. Which might be early. Oh my god, it's the same. There's the same like Amazon truck that comes to my neighborhood and has squeaky brakes. So now we just have price action and this fluctuation of price. You know, the hour 22 minutes until your daily candle close. It's just a huge impulse candle on very high volume. I mean, the highest volume Bitcoin has seen since September 3rd on the big red candle, and the most amount of the largest green candle Bitcoin has seen since July 27th, which was the big impulse candle that got us from, at the beginning of the day, 99.70 all the way up to 11,000. So big buys coming in today. And be sure to join the Discord if you're new. We got almost 8,000 members in it. I stream every day, so if you're coming in because of this, the hype and the price action, welcome. I really appreciate you tuning in and listening. But we're at this every day, man. We're looking for trade setups, edges on the market. Ethereum was that most recent one, right? And it's not. What a great, incredible start. What about GBTC? That thing's up 20% or whatever since the entry last week. Unreal. So where's that link? Hold on. To the Discord to join us, man. Yeah, Brad's posting it too. There you go. From me. So just patience required this time. Bitcoin futures, its highest point was still 13,165. It's sitting right now at 13,125. Man, stocks were just kind of meh today. I mean, some were better than others. Right, like Snapchat wasn't up like 30% on earnings. It's crazy, man. And then PayPal itself, we can shift to it just for a moment, because that is, but hey, man, you better be thinking PayPal. Okay, so this one was already identified, inverse head and shoulder stuff way back in like late September. There were a lot of opportunities in late September. Nvidia trade, that's when it started. PayPal, Netflix even, before it ran up to its top, its range before it's dumped now at this point with bad earnings. But thing has obviously hit a measured move of its pattern. It broke to all-time highs today and closed. Traders settled up at their highest point ever today, 212.80 or 212.90. So if it keeps going, target 223. That's the first target, $223. PayPal. Congratulations, man. Gangbusters.
Bruh.
All right, so no one freak out. We're back. We're back to your favorite asset. There is no bearish divergence on Bitcoin if you're talking about this asset. Oh yeah, you know about Mandalorian. There's supposed to be like a Boba Fett cameo, right, from what I've read. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, again, man, I don't know, like, besides watching the price action, it's kind of, when we're at regular time, it's hard to go across the other markets because of how insanely significant today is among the past 13 days, really, since Square acquired $50 million worth of Bitcoin. Since it broke 10,541 and back tested it, sprung and back tested the spring, very similar to what Ethereum has just done. So do not, and just because these assets are woefully underperforming Bitcoin in percentage change the past couple weeks,
What's your thoughts on
they
that?
may eventually, Bitcoin consolidates for a while and then they get their run, their day in the sun. Man, we're having fun, aren't we? Did he Desert Fox? What? Am I crazy? Maybe he did, yeah, I'm thinking. Huh. What just happened? Oh, riot. Sorry. I heard the noise. I'm like, what is happening, huh? Riot blockchain, dude. Remember them? They're the miners. Well, it's crazy. I haven't looked at it in a while, but the charts stayed simple. Real quick, while Bitcoin's just now back above 13,100, Riot blockchain, it broke a demand line, and after it broke the demand line, it showed some nice 4-hour bullish divergence there, turned around, and then finally got back above this upsloping support, which is also considered a demand line. Okay, and then kind of back tested it, as support, and is now running, and eventually we'll probably see 449, a very critical support resistance from history, 2018, 2016. Yes, okay, that's the target at this point, 449. Okay, there's your right. 13,118, we're about to be at the highest point of this entire rally, and again, of course, the highest level Bitcoin has seen since July of 2019. If you look and see, on the very right side of the chart is the price of Bitcoin, the candle, and the very left side is the over 1 year ago resistance. We're at it, chat. I mean, we're about to be. We're so close. Riot already hit 445 after hours. My God, did they really? They did. Okay, so it's gapped up. Did they have earnings today? Nah, I don't think so. So it is now up after hours, and it's just at that major congestion area support resistance. How incredible is that? Beautiful. They're just hanging out, man. 13,100. And above that, I'm sorry to say, nothing till 13.8. But would it happen on this impulse? If, that question, if it was going to be any asset out there that existed, it would be Bitcoin, right? To where if it would break 13.6 now at this point where it is, how stupid it is, it would be the one asset that exists out there on any market that would run up to 13.8, like on this impulse. Not to say that it literally will, because this is definitely a potential reversal area after such an immense run where it's up $1,200 in technically less than 24 hours. Goodness. What's up, Cody? Roll Tub, man. And thanks for the 1,550 people tuned in. If you're enjoying Bitcoin and this historic breakout, hit that like button, that bell. That's up. Thanks for being here. Bitcoin up just about 9.99% up on the day right now. Ethereum stuck. That's okay. That's okay. Again, like, we can go to the total chart. I'm trying to juggle this without getting off this screen because this is the most important thing going on. This is like, hey, tornado warning, so we're going to keep the coverage on Bitcoin. There was a bullish tornado, dude. Bullish tornado warning. All right. There's a Bitcoin inverse on the ground. And Bitcoin total market cap. Oh my goodness, chat. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Total market cap, $387.95 billion. And you have now reached the highest level since August 2017. And if you break it, my goodness, there's really no resistance till like $420 billion. Up here, it's like a daily candle close, this trend line. So right there, trader set it up. 420 billion.
Is that a joint?
Would be the next kind of checkpoint. Well, look, historically, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. $420 billion is the next major resistance after this one. Okay, 388 bill. We had an alert here. And we get that and start throwing on the confetti or something. My God.
Bruh.
Or really.
Look here! Look, listen!
Oh, no, let me. Oh, is it doing that now? Okay, I don't think it's saving. Weird thing about when you put your computer in sleep mode on TradingView and then like these old charts pop back up, they don't let you save anymore. They don't let you publish. They don't let you add alerts on those screens. It's weird. Weird little bug or issue.
Hype for the 514 people in the Patreon. Any harmonics on the momentum there?
Bruh.
Well, there was only one, and it was destroyed. The idea of the bearish bat pattern obliterated. So the PCZ of the only harmonic that could exist at this point would be the bullet or the bearish crab pattern, and the pattern completion zone is only at the 1618, which is just above 13,869. It's like 14,000. $14,130. $14,100 pattern completion zone of a bearish crab pattern. That's it. So let's see if it can make it there, dude. And that means it's just like a price reversal zone is up there. All right, if the harmonic would be respected to hit a golden mean ratio. From the high from August 17th, or 2020 to the September low, gold mean ratio. What if we break? What if we break 13,869? It's almost like how does it even? Why would it even reverse at 14,100? Because that is the resistance, man. The real resistance 13,880, 13,860. So above that, remember, it was like nothing. If you look left, it's nothing above this next trend line up here. So you got two left really. The one we're at, where we are at session highs. Bitcoin is now up 10.2%, 13,140. Just a couple bucks away, just a few bucks away. Insanity. Yep, PayPal. Hype in the chat. So it's like at the same time, the US dollar done, son. I mean, it just got killed. For a while, Bitcoin was going up while it was dumping last night, but the news catalyst has made this thing again. The parabola is going on, dude. And so thank y'all so much for being here with me. We're trying to break that high. I think it's like around 13.2 was where that one wick was, okay? So we're really conservative here. Let's go back to it.
Orange coin good. Number go up.
Yes, orange coin good. Absolutely. Where today, I mean, obviously, this Bitcoin news. So look at that, 13,202. Just the wick. Just that is being like as, careful as possible about saying, hey, the break, of the highest point. I'm just going to leave it there, 13,202. Yeah, in the news, I mean, Bitcoin is making reverberations, and you know it, man. For a good reason.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was a PayPal.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, these tips. That tip was a PayPal tip. And so thank you, man. So 13,200. We're going to just call it that, even though it's at that one initial high, before the next one. What's up, Eric Erickson? All right, so we got 1,634 people here. Let's hear it. Where is everyone at? Right? Where is everyone watching this stream around the world? I'm sure it's not just in the U.S. right now. It's global, man. Crypto is global. People buying it, right? U.S. institutions buying, and they hand the ball off to Asian institutions, and they buy, right? In retail, seems like everyone's buying. My God. Canada, Austria, UK, Cali, Alabama, let's go, dude. Roll Tide. Chicago, Australia, New York, Holland, Louisiana, Sweden. Say Norway, Texas, Turkey, boom. More Alabama, let's go, Ginge. Algeria.
What sounds good?
Germany.
Music sounds good. Hype the chat.
Perfect. Thank you for giving me the heads up. Thanks for the $3.14. The pie super chat. Dang, dude. More Texas, Sinaloa, Mexico, New Zealand, San Diego. Yeah, Mars. I think we're all on Mars today, where Bitcoin is now at its highest point again. It just hit 13,174. Let's go, chat. If you're spamming where you're from, let's keep spamming the hype in the chat.
Hype in the chat!
Bruh.
Puerto Rico, Portugal, Morocco, Brazil. Dude, it's like literally everywhere where people have some inkling of freedom are watching the stream from that country. Well, there's like 130 something countries. We got most of them in here today. So thank y'all. Or tonight. You're over there. Look, Tanzania, Syria, Mogadishu. Are you kidding me, dude? Hey, we got Bill from Jersey in here. Every state, every country, man. We got Ireland. My God. Here it is. Here we are. Just moments away from that one peak at 13,202. That one wick. Casablanca? No, I don't believe you, dude. London. Nah, you know, everywhere, right? Hey, good news. Oh my goodness. All right. So total market cap has broken out, chat. I couldn't add the alert. Here it is. Total. This might be more important than Bitcoin's price itself, okay? Because Bitcoin already broke its resistances, but total had not until now. Until now, chat. If you look left, again, where's the resistance? It's $420 billion. That is a huge area, man, where there is no resistance. All right, that's just nuts. $31.85 billion, just no man's land, right? So is this it? The question being asked? Nothing, dude?
Is that a joint?
And it's running. All right, it's running. So 13,200 has been achieved. 13,206. And if you break it for real, you could see 13,869 real fast. And other assets are climbing slowly, some faster than others, like Litecoin's really catching some bids, 16.5% up.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
Getting hard to breathe up here.
Yeah, that altitude, real high, not as much oxygen, and also I feel like I'm getting altitude sickness, man. Or is it just COVID? Thank you, Roman. Seriously. Alright, so far we have now tested 13,202. We've tested it and tried to break it, but we just pulled back barely. Barely pulled back at this point. So that is always a resistance. Support is always a potential reversal area, and you haven't reversed after testing it yet. Just above that is the next, only next resistance that's left.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Hey, Datarata, man.
Bruh, leave it Kongs yet?
I don't know what a V-Kong is, dude. You talking about Viet Cong? No. Nay. There it is, chat. 13,212, 14, 15, 16, man. $1 at a time. Conquering the world. And the attention of the world. Because these types of moves on Bitcoin usher in so many new people.
There's nothing I look forward to more than your streams, man. Hit that like button, y'all.
Bruh.
Ryan, thank you for the 652 super chat. Appreciate the advocacy and the kind words. 13,224. Highest level chat since June 26th, 2019, officially. All right? And that day was unreal. There were 3,900 people, almost 4,000 people were watching the stream on that insane day, where Bitcoin hit almost $14,000 and then dumped and began its correction that took so long, and now here we are. breaking the resistance that happened on that lower high, that bearish cipher, pattern completion zone. Beautiful. To Jesus, man. Right? You're breaking that. And there's nothing left to 13,869. Okay. It's unbelievable, dude. Hey, H. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Kyle, what's up, man?
Cashed out at 13k. Where would you look to re-enter? Where are we going to retrace to?
Well, you have no idea yet, because like if it breaks this, like, what was I just talking about? How it could, since there's just no resistance and the news catalyst is so crazy. They're just, I mean, there's such a finite supply. It could just run at 13.8. Eventually, you'd be looking for maybe a retrace back to at least the parabola line, maybe 12,300 or something. But what if it breaks these resistances and goes higher and then pulls back and back tests those as support? Remember, like, it's real difficult asking where would you re-enter. You know, the entries that I would take are always, you know, when you have an edge on the market, right? So like Bitcoin has a real nice run, then it corrects for a few weeks or a couple weeks or even a week, forms like a 4-hour falling wedge and gets bullish divergence on that slightly lower low at a critical support. I mean, I'm looking for a strategy. Like I'm looking for, well, I know the strategy. I'm waiting for the price action to present the variables that I want before I would re-enter, right? But I mean, again, like you should be locked and loaded, at least in something crypto, right? At this time, I mean, at this point, it just sucks for people that are coming in now that didn't care about crypto yesterday or the day before or the week before, the 2 weeks before, man. There was so much time, right, to get along and add to that, to accumulate. That's what the composite operator was doing all this time. And now look at it. What's up, Zach? Thanks for the J. Wait. Thanks, Zach J, for the sub. Huh?
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
What's this guy talking about? What's up, Stone Man? Stacking stones. What's up, everybody? This is great. I mean, altcoins across the board in the green. Again, Link's up 12%. Bitcoin's up 11% now, and Litecoin's up 16+%. Hex killed it, man. Hex was another one. I don't like talking about it. I mean, people have differences of opinion on it. It could be a scam, but the chart was beautiful. It was an ascending triangle continuation. It broke out, hit the measured movement. It's, I think, higher than that now. So here we are, 13,250. Now at the highest point.
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Bruh.
Is this for real?
Yes, comrade, this might be for real. Sukablayat. Scuba Steve. What's up, G-Unit, dudes?
G-Unit super chatted $50. 4 years ago BTC was $600, $650. Get back to Nigerian parents. Bad loan on your part. Hype.
Yeah, Nigerian princesses, or princes. Get wrecked, dude. Thank you, man, for the $50 super chat. 50 Cent himself in the house, who did not want to become 20 Cent. So it seems like he endorsed President Trump because of Joe Biden's tax plans. Wasn't that what happened? Thank you, 50 Cent, man. Interesting. So still on total above the high from June 26th. Oh, no, sorry, August 2019. Getting the pullback, right? The resistance, right? 13,200. Okay, you can climb above it. Woof. Remember, price action is going to change a lot more. Now we're getting to just nuts levels, okay? Potential reversal areas. But it could just pull back, then rally again, test it, and break it. Okay. $13,100 now. Ooh. So just in moments and seconds, $100 move down, where just a couple months ago, a $100 move actually did something. It actually was like, wow, that was kind of a move. So this happens though, when you hit previous highs. People can take profit at those levels, right? And there are also just sell orders there to begin with, limit sells. Okay, so it's just
Hey man, just
multiple
lurking
things
as
going
usual.
on.
Thanks for the daily streams. 46.483098890 BAT.
Thank you, Danji, for the $10.10 worth of BAT, the crypto contribution. Much love, man. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we do this every day, man. It's fun, and then these days are even more fun. It's funny. This is like the regularly scheduled stream time anyway, 6 p.m. Eastern when we start. And this stream's been live now for 1 hour, so we are now at the top of the hour. Look on the 8s. My goodness.
Sorry I left without saying anything. Had some Earl stuff come up. Hope all is well, bro. Glad to see the community profiting today. Smiley face.
What's up, 6 man? Yeah, dude. I hadn't heard from you in a minute, and I have thought about you, dude. So thank you for chiming in. And the super chat contribution, man, 665. Ooh, Australian dollar, dude. Good. Remember, that thing is showing like a huge head and shoulders pattern. I think it maybe broke. Right? Broke the support, the neckline. And here you go. Just as fast as you hit the major resistance from July of 2019, you are back $200. $200 after testing it once. And thanks for the 1,000, pretty much 1,900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying at least the Bitcoin run today, or we were just up 11%, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We're currently sitting at 669 likes. I think we get 700, right? Pretty fast. And now we're back below 13K. The pullback. But that's okay, man. I mean, big runs happen. People take profit. People have limit sells there already, right? It can consolidate for a while. You know, flag of some sort and then run again. It's been a spectacular day. No one would be surprised if it did consolidate here, but I don't know how you could be surprised if it breaks 13.2 and sees it 13.8 sooner rather than later. Momo, a momentum driven asset class, is what crypto is. So we go to total, and unfortunately, chat, it's very unfortunate for now. The total market cap it failed to break out. It was breaking out, and now it is back below 388 billion, currently 384 billion, as Bitcoin continues to pull back below 13,000. That's you got to get above that eventually, man, because the promised land, $420 billion would be upon you. Okay, the green pastures, but this happens, Larry. People take profit at resistances. $12,800 now after testing that high from July of 2019 with tons of long liquidations coming in. Wow. The volatility, chat, is here. So we zoom in a little bit so you can see it. 54 minutes to go until this daily candle close. That is obviously a confirmed candle close breakout above 12,320, 12,500, which is, you know, that's very good. You could always come to back test that. 12,500. Oh, you know, on the next day. Like, this is still, 53 minutes. Let's see if we got to close above 12.5 for a confirmed breakout, all right? I mean, volatility is so high, people scalping, temporary shorts scalping, and people taking profit on the long. Those are two things that are going on. And so, yeah, of course you can get price action like that. It's like the least surprising area to get it. It'd be surprising to run up to 13.5 and then reverse like we're doing now. It'd be weird. So, good. Bitcoin volatility chart, great question. Let's go to it real quick. So we're back in the 12/8s. Did we get it? Still no to low volatility on this chart. On the BVol, that is on the lower end of like just the range since its inception, January 2017, right? You got the high end to the 100s and then the low end at the teens to the 30s, all right? And again, you're just eventually, you'd think, just based on the way this chart oscillates, that eventually it would get the run, the volatility would pick up and it would go to the upper echelon again. You know, of course, extended time down here, but eventually, once it happens, you know, you go up to 106 again, all right, which was that first time from January 2017 where it's tested so many different times before it. Okay, Bitcoin volatility still at 32, which is kind of crazy, right? So back to Bitcoin. Right, this is the breakout, the major breakout you're getting. It's just above that high from August 17th at 12,300, but the wick high is 12,500. So you'll get a confirmed break above that, and then on the next day, if we could hold this for 51 minutes, the next day we could go and back test it as support before bouncing, regarding it as support, and then running again. Okay, could spend an entire day tomorrow just consolidating. It's been such a great day. Got to wonder, the market might have to you know, spend some time churning, thinking about this. Beautiful though. Got to be impressed with the price action today. What's up, DM Leon? Good to see you, patron legend. We had a new patron legend today, Jimothy. Thank you, dude, for joining the Patreon for the, you know, the annual membership, dude. That's amazing. Lights out. So across the market, you know, it's like the altcoins have pulled back too. Ethereum's 393, only up 6.7%. It just back tested what I think to be the breakout point. You back tested as support, so you really need to stay above that, man. You break these areas, you need to hold, and then you need to go after you regard them as supports, confirming their validity as support instead of being resistance, right? Litecoin up 13.8%, still really nice so far. Trying to, like, 50 minutes, less than 1 hour until you might get an engulfing candle. Always figured you could see a back test of 51.30 though before you go to higher prices. So maybe not. A lot of volume on that impulse candle. Jeez. Well, this one's great. I mean, target eventually $60. Oh, we didn't even look at XRP today. I guess we can look at it. Yeah, up 3%. Great. Potential 3 rising valleys. It still hadn't broken. I mean, it's still just, yep, right at 25.261 cents. Extremely critical area. But it does look like a complex Momo shifting structure where eventually, if it can actually catch some bids and break this resistance, you know, 25.26 cents to 25.89 cents, eventually you could see 28.55 cents, the measured move of that consolidation. So how underwhelming, man. I couldn't imagine being an XRP like Moonboy fanboy obsessed with it today of all days. Wow. While you watch Bitcoin do what it's been doing for 2 weeks now. Embarrassing, XRP. What did you? All right, let's go Litecoin real quick, since we're getting a breather on Bitcoin. All right, so that consolidation right after the breakout of the downtrend, right? The breakout, you back tested it as support. And what happened? You had a demand line here of sloping support. It back tested it as support for the third time, and it's now broken the upside, has now tested the resistance, and so it's just stuck between two different support resistances. And if it could ever break out, you're thinking 13.7 cents, 15.24, and then maybe 17.41, $15 psychological resistance. Okay, so it's up 10.2%. Doesn't really look like it too much, right? There's so much potential if the macro stays long, right, bullish uptrend, then yeah, these targets would get hit, and eventually possibly it could run up to all-time highs again and break that and go to the fib extensions. It's a long-term uptrend that Link has been in. Okay, so this is a correction that lasted over 2 months. It's still kind of technically in the correction until it really breaks 11.13 and 13.20, right, with some actual convincing price action. Okay, link. Yeah, so I mean that's it, dude. I mean, really, right? People are freaking out right now because of a pretty awesome pullback. I mean, that was hundreds of dollars that we just saw. But you know, some bids coming back in. But this is something like one should not be expecting anything in TA, but one could almost expect, with being at such higher levels, that the price action is going to get far more volatile, at least to your eyes, where you see the price change, but percentage won't. You know, it could, but if the B-ball goes up, right, it could go up. But you're thinking, just remember, it's all about percent now. And it'll be like this almost forever if we keep staying at prices. The higher the price gets, the more you have to think about percentage change. Ethereum thwarted again. Yep, somewhat. That happens, volatility. It's just not really the altcoins' day, even though they're up. They just haven't, from their deep retrace areas, from their consolidation pattern areas, they haven't really run to those common retrace areas where be the trade. The swing trader still, he's in, but he's not at profit-taking levels yet, right? Because it's not their turn. It's Bitcoin's turn right now to be insane. What's up, Trebiddy? Check mark. Remember to join the Discord if you haven't. Almost 8,000 members. We're growing, man. Like-minded community of individuals that care about technical analysis, charting, position sizing, risk management, all the right things. Very wholesome community. There's no toxicity, all that crap that the majority of communities, a lot of them end up being that, okay? So... Goodness, it's going nuts. Yeah, Coca-Cola, well, they're up after hours, but remember, they report tomorrow morning before the open, so I don't know if it holds much weight, Jimothy, right? Because it could just get wrecked. We do have some notable earnings tomorrow. Coca-Cola, AT&T, American Airlines, Southwest, Tractor Supply Company. Right, that's before open, and then after close would be Intel, Sam Adams, Capital One, Mattel, Amertz, Bancorp. So yeah, you gotta be careful with those. Who knows what it means now? Unless there's just insider buying or whatever, Probably not. Now here we are back below 12.9. Little pullback from 11% up to less than 8. What's up, Jur, whatever. But fret not. I mean, where you get pullbacks like this, it was at the most appropriate area to do it, right? Most appropriate area to do it. And have you ever broke it, man, for real? But you never really broke it? Any kind of confirmation, just ran up for just a few moments, and then you fell back below it. If you ever broke it for real, then you're probably going to see 13,869. Oh wow, we got about 50 likes till 800. We could do it, chat. 800 likes if you want Bitcoin over 13.2, right? That's how we could do it, Cap. I'm just kidding. And total still back below $388 billion. You gotta break that, man. You would think, right? That makes sense because of how many altcoins are just not even close to their highest high from August 17th, right? They're so far off, but not Bitcoin. But that just shows you how much more money is now in Bitcoin, right? What? We got 800 likes? Boom, let's go, dude. That was easy. Oh, Vladimir, I'm thinking it's 300 million. Dude, I think that's their Venmo number. I'm not sure if that's Venmo and PayPal. So it's like minimum. Oh yeah, like trade setups and stuff, dude. Well, yeah, in the Patreon for sure. So like, you just get trade setups like where if you are a patron, you know, then I will like hand deliver, you know, trade setups looking like this. Like this was XLM posted October 15th, right? The third valley, the hidden bullish divergence, and the oscillators. I just give you an entry, I give it stop loss, and I give profit taking levels, right? So October 15th, and it's just like, burp. It hit the first profit taking level on October 20th, 5 days later, and still in this, right? 2 more targets to go. But I just, sometimes you gotta believe, like, how could it break 8.9 cents? If it breaks 8.9 cents, holy crap, I do think those targets would get hit. Because look left, man. XLM, this is a steel wall, man. September 2019, November 2019, February 15th. Right, this is 2019, 2020. So you break that, man, could be off, you know, to where you could see 11 cents. So that's the Casey Stubbs profit taking level. For the harmonic, the huge bullish cipher. But we were just playing the Three Rising Valley somewhat. Okay, so that stuff like that is what you get, man. All right, like another one. Yeah, I do stocks too, right? I mean, crypto doesn't always show opportunity. So like, here's another trade setup called New Relic, a major inverse head and shoulders, but in the local area, you were showing the potential double bottom, right? This entry was just, you got back above that congestion area. Yeah, the bullish divergence on the oscillators, gorgeous, man. And then it's just like, okay, cool. First target's at this up here, and you've hit one target, and there's 2 more to go. So this is still in this one, right? And just keep going, and then it's like, what about Maker? Maker was September 23rd, right? This was before the new month. And so, you know, this was down critical areas, showing insane amounts of bullish divergence at a critical ice line, one bottom, a confirmation bottom, right? And it's like, okay, that was the entry was then. And so first target's been hit a couple times, but it's showing an ascending triangle, so a bullish continuation pattern. And it's still got 2 targets to go and could go higher, you know? So that's the type of stuff you get in the Patreon. Since you were asking, you asked multiple times in the chat. So yeah, you get that, but the Patreon, like the chat that we have, that's like 24/7, where people are always talking, helping people. That's what's so amazing. So like over 500 patrons in that chat. It's wonderful. Yeah, I don't know, after last night, why anyone would want to buy Doge. It fell below that critical ice line, man, that 2014 low. Could go to 15 sats, terrible. Yeah, there you go, Joey, man. But really, I mean, trade setups are great and stuff, but, you know, the whole point of joining Patreon is so you invest in yourself, so you can learn how to do this stuff on your own, so you don't rely on me and my trade setups. You can make your own, right? That's what you're supposed to gain and gather from Patreon. So the mentality one should have, I think. So here we go, man. Volatility, woof, right? 13,200 to 12,800. Getting real close to giving up all the gains on this 4-hour candle with 38 minutes to go until your daily candle close. Only after hitting a potential reversal area did we reverse in price, but it's not too bad yet. It's not over. And then altcoins continuing to slide a little bit. It happens, man. With this price action on Bitcoin, you could know that's probably going to happen. Am I right? Pretty long wicks, but it's volatile, right? Volatile in this 4-hour period, and could end up anywhere in 38 minutes, right? Because of that high volatility. But just the main thing is we need to close. I mean, this is all it takes, right? We just want to get a candle close above 11,463 on the weekly. And we do that, that's great. That's like what you really want. And then you might need to back test that 11,463 as support. If we're lucky enough to do that, to confirm the validity of what was once one of the most significant resistances ever becomes support. That would be wonderful. Crypto dude, I wouldn't worry about that, man. It's all education, man. And there's disclaimers literally on every setup, on everything. It's not financial advice, dude. So, nope. Try again. This is not financial advice. But I never said it was. So, whatever, man. Dude, we're just looking at charts, man. It's like reading weather radars, okay? Same thing. Just looking at a bunch of variables, talking about the weather, dude. Okay? Look at these pings, man. Wow, dude. So, you know, I mean, would it be crazy to hang out for a little bit after testing that? Sure, it would be okay. I mean, just think about the 4 hours at 85.5, man. That's really high. Oftentimes when you get to 85 on the RSI on the 4 hour, you get out of that territory. You come back down to equilibrium levels. You come to pull back, reset the oscillator, spend some time going sideways, slightly up sloping, slightly down sloping, and then you go again. Remember what happened when this actually broke? For real? The RSI little trend? Gone, dude. Oh my god, we're almost at 900 likes now? Really? We haven't had 900 likes in a while, dude. So, thank y'all for that. What was it like? Yeah, 30 more? Yeah, Asia's been waking up for sure. What's up, Amin, man? Thank you, dude. Kind words. Oh, we have the... When is the debates tonight, right? Isn't it like 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern? Someone want to help me with that time? Forgot. So I'm just reading a little bit, man. Like I've already been live for an hour and a half, and Bitcoin's not, it's pulled back. So, and plus, I mean, this is my, it's true. In 24 hours, this is my 4th live stream. So, definitely been going hard in the paint. What's up, Cody? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Yeah, S show. Debate. You know what's fun about the debate, though? The debates. Just have all your futures up, right? Have your future charts up, and then on the other screen have the debates going, and you can really see, like, you know, in real time what to see the emotionalism of the futures traders, like how they interpret the debates. Kind of fun, man. It's what I've been doing. So. Just gonna be another S show. Yeah, I mean, for sure, but that's why we watch, right? It's, you know, I just find it so, you know, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, even me talking about something objectively now, someone takes a side. Like, I can't just be like, I find it rather peculiar that Joe Biden would be gone and wouldn't do anything for 4 days leading up to this. Me saying that, oh my God, all of a sudden people think I'm taking position. I just thought it'd be weird that happened, you know, so. I don't know, inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin. Now, GBTC clears things up for me so much, man, right? It looks better than Bitcoin spot price itself, okay? Where it's like this just major complex inverse head and shoulders, right? 1371 was the neckline. I think he broke it. I mean, there could be an upsloping resistance here. But man, like, the horizontal line resistance has all been broken. and there's not much till 1685. You do have to conquer 1473, the high from August. You break that, which it's like tomorrow you probably will. You'll gap up tomorrow if price action stays kind of where it is now. Gap up. So eventually you're thinking 1685, the peak from April 20th, 2018.
Is that a joint?
And then if you could ever break that, well, of course, right? I mean, the next resistance that exists is $20, and the 100% measure move of this major structure is 2245. So there you go. Yeah, lots upside. I mean, for sure. On big GBTC, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And John Candlewick, have a cool man, another legend. Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh my God, what am I thinking? I thought it was Thursday today. What's wrong with me? Yeah. Sorry, dude. Tomorrow, not tonight. My God. I don't know, man. I was thinking like I don't know what's going on. Just been staring at charts all day today, right? So just kind of lost track of where we even were. Okay. Good God. Okay, Amy Coney Barrett is getting confirmed, right? Like sworn in on Monday. Isn't that also Hillary Clinton's birthday? I mean, it could be. Someone bat me up on that. People are frightened of the US dollar. Well, I mean, yeah, what's happening to it? It's kind of, if you pay attention, that's the beauty of the information age where we're at, man. You know it's what they're doing, like obliterating. It's the buying power of the U.S. dollar. What they've been doing, since 1916, right? Inflation has killed the U.S. dollar. So something's got to give. Just keep printing the money, man. Keep doing that. Keep handing checks to people directly, and there will be inflation. There already is inflation. Have you gone out to a restaurant lately to eat? It's not cheap, I'm telling you. And it's like, do you think now, like everything that's been marked up so these companies can compensate for what's been happening, do you think they're just going to go down on price just because things got better? It's not going to happen, dude. Yeah, there you go, Joey. Kind of crazy, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, there's the argument, maybe. Okay. Just patience, man. I mean, yeah, these runs go nuts, but look like, just for the parabola line, 12,100, like, don't freak out just because the volatility could be back, People take profit. $100 swings, $200, $500 swings are going to become far more commonplace now than they were just a couple weeks ago, man. Yeah, Wayne, it's not a very social diet, that's for sure. What's up, dude? Good to see you. So 28 minutes till your daily candle close. I'm gonna try to stick around for it, just so we can play the Jesus chimes and just mark another one in the book so we can just look and say, hey, the breakout above 12,500 is real. It's confirmed with at least a daily candle close. That's a good start. But then after that, you just can't be scared about a back test of 12,500. You just can't be scared. It's a few $100 away. But it goes down, it bounces off that, more buys come in, and it goes again. Thank you, Chainsaw. Appreciate the kind words, man. Glad you're here. Oh wow, lots of Bitcoin transferring from exchanges to wallets. More of them. Man, there were like hundreds of millions of dollars doing that earlier today, right? Oh, are we close to 1,000 likes? Yeah, dude, we're like 60 likes away from 1,000. First 1,000. Someone check it. When's the last time we had 1,000 likes on a stream? It's been probably since maybe September or something, right? For sure. Major election security issue held by the FBI. I wonder what's going on with that, man. What's 2020 gonna bring us? It's not over yet, is it? And how incredible would it be, like, you know, the end of 2020 brings us the Bitcoin major markup in price, which has already happened, but what if it continues? Because there's just, remember, there was, for so long, far more support below us on Bitcoin than there is currently still resistance above us. That's good for bulls. What's also good for bulls is the long-term uptrend that Bitcoin's been in for too long. Its whole history. Looked at it earlier today and last night, just so you can see this, right? All right, dude, you break 13.8, 19.454. Those are the only resistances left. You break those. Obviously, the upside could be literally unbelievable, right? Where, you know, the Moon Boy stuff could be happening. We're like, hey man, I predict 100,000 Bitcoin, dude, and it's the year 2017, you know. When it's correcting, and that could be a thing, you know. This is, people underestimate things that have never happened before, you know. So this is the one asset that could do it. It would probably be this one with the finite supply and the store value argument with its all-time high fundamentals on Bitcoin. Okay. Yep, and maybe Bitcoin will just keep running until the first full moon we've seen since 1944 on Halloween. Where's that link? I don't know, man. Kind of want to have it up. Oh, here we go, dude. I mean, it's the podium, the stage is set for the FBI to hold a news conference. How often do they do this, man? Is this deep state stuff, dude? Please don't be deep state. Just I'm gonna lie, I don't know when they're gonna speak though, right? It's probably soon. Not too often they speak. Boom. 2 minutes. Are we watching it? I mean, maybe.
Feds are streamers now. Can we TDS to them?
Yeah, really, right? Hey man, you suck, deep state. Thank you for that engagement, is what they would say before they continued. Oh, here we go, dude. Why can I not hear them?
Elections are the safest and most secure in our nation's history. We take that mandate and responsibility seriously. There's nothing more sacred in our republic than the fundamental democratic principle of one person, one vote. It is our duty to ensure the sanctity of U.S. elections. That includes ensuring the security of voting systems. The intelligence community's role is to identify threats and to assess the intentions, capabilities, and actions of foreign adversaries. Our duty also includes empowering the American people to understand information, or perhaps
Look at this. As this is happening, watch.
that they are seeing,
Futures dumping.
particularly on the internet,
Go up somewhat.
and make informed decisions for themselves. With that in mind, we would like to alert the public that we have identified that 2 foreign actors, Iran and Russia, have taken specific actions to influence public opinion relating to our elections. First, we have confirmed that some voter registration information has been obtained by Iran and separately by Russia. This data can be used by
Wow,
foreign actors
look at the drop.
to attempt to communicate false information to registered voters.
Dang.
We hope will cause confusion, sow chaos, and undermine your confidence in American democracy.
Here we go, chat.
We have already seen Iran sending spoofed emails designed to intimidate voters, incite social unrest, and damage President Trump. You may have seen some reporting on this in the last 24 hours, or you may have even been one of the recipients of those emails. Additionally, Iran is distributing other content to include a video that implies that individuals could cast fraudulent ballots, even from overseas. This video and any claims about such allegedly fraudulent ballots are not true. These actions are desperate attempts by desperate adversaries. Even if the adversaries pursue further attempts to intimidate or attempt to undermine voter confidence, know that our election systems are resilient, and you can be confident your votes are secure. Although we have not seen the same actions from Russia, we are aware that they have obtained some voter information just as they did in 2016. Rest assured that we are prepared for the possibility of actions by those hostile to democracy. The great women and men of the intelligence community caught this activity immediately, and our colleagues at FBI and DHS acted swiftly in response to this threat. We are standing before you now to give you the confidence that we are on top of this and providing you with the most powerful weapon we have to combat these efforts: the truth, information. We ask every American to do their part to defend against those who wish us harm. The way you do that is quite simple. Do not allow these efforts to have their intended effect. If you receive an intimidating or manipulative email in your inbox, don't be alarmed and do not spread it. This is not a partisan issue. I've had conversations today with members of Congress from both sides of the aisle, and there is complete unanimity in the U.S. government in our resolve to combat the enemies of freedom. The President has instructed me to keep the public informed as appropriate, and you have my commitment that I will continue to do exactly that with transparency and with candor. We will not tolerate foreign interference in our elections, and we will continue to work with our many partners to disrupt and to impose costs and consequences on any adversary that attempts to interfere in our democratic processes. The efforts of the President to empower us to put towards election security over these last 4 years are working. I'll now turn it over to my colleague, Director Wray of the FBI, to address law enforcement's activities.
Thanks, John. The FBI is the primary agency responsible for investigating malicious cyber activity against election infrastructure, malign foreign influence operations, and election-related crimes like voter fraud and voter suppression or intimidation. And that's exactly what we've been doing. At the FBI, we're working closely with our intelligence community partners as well as our other federal, state, and local partners to share information, bolster security, and identify and disrupt any threats. We are not going to tolerate foreign interference in our elections or any criminal activity that threatens the sanctity of your vote or undermines public confidence in the outcome of the election. When we see indications of foreign interference or federal election crimes, we're going to aggressively investigate and work with our partners to quickly take appropriate action. We're also coordinating with the private sector, both technology and social media companies, to make sure that their platforms aren't used by foreign adversaries to spread disinformation and propaganda. We've been working for years as a community to build resilience in our election infrastructure, and today, that infrastructure
FBI is a KGB. The van is a marijuana.
Is that a joint?
Confident that your vote counts.
Sorry.
Early, unverified claims to the
Thank you.
contrary should be viewed with a healthy dose of skepticism. We encourage everyone to seek election and voting information from reliable sources, namely your state election officials, and to be thoughtful, careful, and discerning consumers of information online. And if you suspect criminal activity, we ask that you report that information to your local FBI field office. As always, the men and women of the FBI remain committed to protecting the American people, our democracy, and the integrity of our elections. We are not going to let our guard down. Thank you.
It seems so weird. It's like, dude, really? Really, man? Don't read your emails, dude. Just don't read your emails. Could have been from, I mean, like, I just, wow. Yeah. Okay, so was that just somebody, just a futures trader was like, all right, man, let's create some volatility. Just go live, talk about something about emails and elections. I mean, okay. Very strange. Very strange, man. Foreign interest, of course, dude. Have you seen what our education system's become? Have you? Yeah, that's foreign interest from many years ago. Started all that crap. That's why there's Marxists everywhere now. It came from foreign interests. A little late now to be talking about that, right? Oh, man. So futures, yeah, tumbled a little bit, down 0.55% kind of across the board. Bitcoin sold off a little bit. Still holding strong at 12,800 and change, but hit a high of 13,250. Yeah, I still just don't get that at all. Like what that whole, the purpose, I mean, yeah, it's true. There is a lot of hypocrisy in what the United States government has done in other countries, right? It's very ironic. Might be that Saul Alinsky thing, right? Project onto others what you are doing yourself. I get there could be some of that going on. Whatever, man. Take some heat off them because you know where they're on the hot seat for that email or for that laptop. So perfect timing to try to just deflect. So, oh, now there's a new cycle about that going on. Forget about the laptop. That is certainly confirmed, right? The Hunter Biden's own lawyer contacted the guy who had the email asking for it back. He's like, that is ours. We need it immediately. If it's not his, if it's not real, then why does that happen? Anyway, good God. You know what that little press conference was like? Someone tried to ransomware me before, and they reached out to me because they had someone I think sold some of my info from Hyped on Crypto or whatever. Probably not, but I don't know really. I'll never know, but I just have an inkling to believe maybe. And to someone, and they got my info and were threatening to send out all my info. They said that they had my computer passwords. They could just log in. And I'm like, dude, if you can do it, just do it then. Show me, you idiot. They couldn't do anything, besides just send out my social and stuff. Whatever, okay. That's not a big deal in this day and age with LifeLock and, all that. So it just kind of reminds me of that, where it's like there's a threat, but is it a real threat? I mean, or is it just like, what was the point of that? Distraction. Oh, did we do it, man? Wow, thank y'all so much. Future's still sliding, still dumping. Market did not like that. For whatever reason, the people really freaked out by that. Like, thanks for the 1,012 likes. Jesus Chimes, appreciate it. Thank you so much. We hadn't had 1,000 likes in a while, man. Alright, just looking back, futures. Okay, it's like, what? Got to a low point in Dow Jones 27,896. Bitcoin obviously not near as affected as the index funds. Oh my God, can y'all even hear this? Sorry. Oops, sorry. Oops. So yeah, man, party may be over for a little while. Up, down, up, down. We got less than 10 minutes till the daily candle close. Any close above 12,500 is incredible. That'd be a daily candle close confirmation breakout above the highest high from August 17th. That's wonderful. That's the first step to much higher prices, is that breakout on the daily. Okay? So just run out the clock, man. That's perfect. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be talked about in the debate tomorrow, right? Whatever this was. Whoa. So much green, but there was more. There was so much more green. And look at the volume. Lots and lots of volume going on. Where the parabola maybe has just begun. Join the Discord, man. Join us. 8,000 members, roughly. What's up, Eric? Fane. Thank you, dude, for the sub. Welcome. Yeah, if you're out there and you hadn't hit the sub button yet, do it, man.
Is that a join?
Could you check out the AC?
Bank of America, yeah, real quick. Sure. Well, it broke that demand line, but then formed a bullish bat, reversed at it, still making these higher lows, still bullish inversions. Could be a bear flag, could run down to test 2270 again. It did. I don't think it had a good earnings, right? At least it survived. As long as you keep making higher lows, man, make a higher low than this low and start running. You break $25 is the big breakout point. Okay, look how often Bank of America has failed to sustain prices above $25 for good reason, because it is the most significant high, right? Going back March 2017. I think it goes back maybe on the weekly or something stupid. Yeah, there's like a high low in 1998. Yeah, right here, man. Just a congestion area. Oh, the high up here is like, yeah, $25. I had that. That's how I had it measured. I guess it's not visible on the 4 hour. That's it, dude. Okay, you can never break $25. That's where you could see a markup in price to see 27.87, but eventually maybe even 32.27. Right? You just it's just been really difficult. Too much supply, not enough demand to break 25.50. So you ever do that for real, it could be a nice run up, but not until then. Price is suppressed. Still okay. What's up, Siobhan? Thank you, man, for the sub. Hope you are all having a great evening. I mean, it's almost at this point you could talk about a certain price contraction, right, where you're making lower highs, higher lows. All right, so neutral could break down again. So if any sector would maybe break down and suck and make deep retraces from the lowest low of March, it could be financials, okay? I mean, 0% yields. It's just really tough for them to make money. They're just neutered after what happened in 08, 09. So, 07, 08, whatever. Yeah, Tesla is up about 2% after hours, not doing too much. Top to bottom beats. They killed it on earnings, so... But it was right at that demand line on Tesla. We looked at it in the day stream. So 5 minutes, man. And I'll get out of your hair until we get another pump, man. Alright, and who knows when that could be. You just could spend time below 13,200 for a while consolidating in order to eventually backtest the 12,500. That high, right? Consolidate, you test it, you bounce, it's support now for the first time like ever, and then you run to higher prices, but it might take a couple of days. Or more. I don't know. No, it won't Haven, man. Got a visitor coming in tomorrow, so it'll be fun. It's Patreon night tomorrow night too, so that'll definitely be awesome. Maybe we'll get some nice price action during it. Four minutes, man. 4 minutes till the daily close. All right, run out the clock. Four streams in 24 hours. All right, so just bear with me. Yeah, join the Discord. Get wrecked. 3 minutes. What a day it's been. Unbelievable. Bitcoin is only up 7.7%, but as of its highest point today, it achieved 11% up on the day. Only to test a potential reversal area and reversed. But not, I mean, it's not too bad, man. That's what happens, you know. So, thanks for the sub. Clea. Really appreciate it. So Ethereum up 6%, still somewhat above that resistance. It broke out 391. Litecoin still 13% up, $53. Very healthy look on Litecoin. It had a massive breakout, a real breakout of a congestion area, and could back test, but $60 eventually on Litecoin if the macro stays strong and long. Bitcoin Cash 258, still not at its highest point of the run. So 2 minutes, man. Look on the 8s. Oh my god. So futures are already starting to rally just a little bit, not much at all. Just it's not continuing to just dump, you know, for now. And this is like insignificant time scales. We're just monitoring the live price action on this quad screen here. Bottom right's Bitcoin, the index funds everywhere else. Bitcoin futures sitting at 12,895. But it hit a high of 13,285. Beautiful. Yep, yeah, I was shorting the ES. For sure. Less than 1 minute, chat, until a confirmed breakout above our highest point, August 16th. That's beautiful, dude. Okay. Daily candle close breakout confirmed. It's not just that high. I mean, it's like, you know, it really is. Like, you could come and back test 12,300 because, like, really where the high is. We're on the daily here. Okay, Bitcoin's daily chart, 20 seconds. This high from August of 2019, that is what could be back tested tomorrow or in the coming days as support before it goes higher. So don't be freaked out if that back test occurs. All right, a back test is just a confirmation to market participants that what was once resistance is now support. So that gives market participants the confidence to place more bids for higher prices to occur. Okay? That's it. We've done it, chat. A new day has been born. I'm in the chat. Alright, done it, man. So whatever price is going to consolidate or it's going to churn, we're going to get some ups and downs today. It's going to be all over the place. Could come to test 13,200 again first. It's just, you don't really know. We just talk about where it is now is in no man's land, kind of. And so it's either 13.2 or 12.3 to 12.5. It's one or the other where it's going to test first. Okay, one of them. So, all right, I think y'all got it. Really ever bought on the 4 hour pullback here at any time. Nothing weird about it. It's not nothing to be scared of, as we just discussed, okay? This is great, man, all right? Until something insane bad happens. Look at a huge impulse candle down. I mean, remember since Square's purchase of 50 million Bitcoin, Bitcoin's up over 20%. And then PayPal today pushed it up even more. So really do appreciate, man, 1,200 of y'all still here, and I've been live for 2 hours officially now.
Bruh.
So that is amazing. I really appreciate the support. You in the stream is supporting. So thank y'all. So I'm just gonna go make some dinner. take a load off. I mean, if something insane happens, I mean, I might be back tonight again. If we're like breaking 13.2, you know, like that might usher me back in for the 5th stream in only a little over 24 hours, less than 36 hours, okay? So if you want me back, pray for Bitcoin breaking 13,200 again for real. And that would probably be what would do it. Alright, be good. I appreciate y'all. On the way out, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Alright, we've been spiking in subs and likes. Thank you, Noel, or Noel. Could be one or the other. So pump it, chat. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the TA.
Equation is very clear. You're the problem. I'm always giving you take. You're the reason we're divided. Try to find it. It's very clear you're the problem. I'm always giving you take. You're the reason we're divided, and I can't fight it no more. It's very clear you're the problem. I'm always giving you take. You're the reason we're divided, and I can't fight it.
I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.